Hello everyone and welcome to another great video here on YouTube on Grixis MTG. We are playing Vintage this weekend. It's Eternal Weekend and this is one of the decks I'm thinking of bringing to the event. This is Lurrus Breach. In this case, you want to assemble the combo of Underworld Breach and Brain Freeze so that you can start milling yourself and then mill your opponent. You get the mana out of Black Lotus and Lotus Petal, sometimes even out of Moxen. And that while being able to draw cards with Stock Up and Gifts Ungiven, which can make piles, including Divine Reclamation. That's a card that you return for 3 mana, target permanent with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and if it was cast from your graveyard, you may copy the spell and choose new target. This is with flashback for 5 mana, but if you get to cast it with Underworld Breach, you also get that bonus for only 3 mana. Probably you're already winning, but you never know. You can also regrow Underworld Breach with Lurrus of the Dream Den. And for the rest, this is a classic vintage combo deck featuring Mana Drain, Flusterstone, Pyroblast, more Pyroblast, some Consigns, Force to Closures, and classic vintage cards. We're here for 1-1, playing against Seer Ka. They tend to play Raker decks, but that's not always true. They don't have a Lurrus, so probably on Raker. So I guess I'm going to search for Tundra. I have a Foss, so I will slam Ancestral. I don't know if before or after Lotus. Probably it's better to have, like, if they Foss my Ancestral, I stock up, so I have Foss back up and still resolve a stock up. Opponent molds to 6. Search for Tundra, Ancestral myself. Okay, so cast Black Lotus, probably passing with double Foss up, Polluted Delta. Okay, we are facing a blue deck, but not Lurrus. So this might be Oath. Oh, black deck. Dark Ritual, sure. This is the new scam deck with the Avatar Black Eidolon. Okay, this is gonna get forced with gifts. This is the Black Eidolon I was speaking of. If they have Reanimate, I'm gonna Foss again. Okay, I lost 4 cards, I lost 3. Just decent. Chain of Vapor. Okay, Thundering Falls. Detach and Probes goes to the graveyard. Maybe if I had Force of Negation, the Dark Ritual, I will be in a better position. But Doughty Void Walker, yeah, sure. I'm gonna Chain of Vapor the Doughty. That's just tempo and allows me to Lurrus this turn Lotus. I feel I'm in a great spot right now. Cat Gaming, black mana. Okay, so now with Mana Drain up, I can Mana Drain the Doughty. Play Cycle Troll and Mana Drain that. 2 cards remaining for my opponent. So mana floating from my side. Not great. I have a counter spell back up, but here, if I draw a Gifts Ungiven, I win. Another Doughty. I break trap that. Divine Reclamation does not do much. Now I only have non-permanent cards in my graveyard. But yeah, let's see if they have another Doughty. They drew a land this turn, so this could be Grief. If they Fatal Push my Lurrus, I'm fine. Yeah, this is hardcast Grief, which doesn't do much. I can attack, and if they want to block, I just get Lurrus and a fetch land back. So here I can attack, then I can Divine, Breach in response. So here 1, 2, 3. Divine the Lurrus. And in response, I'm gonna Brain Freeze myself in case I get a good spell. Underworld Breach. So yes, Underworld Breach. Okay, and we just go cast with Lurrus. Okay. Whew, that was a nice sequencing. Here I'm gonna board in Source to Closures. Containment Priest can be good. Brothers of Tent is gonna be good for sure. Plains is decent. Pithy Needle is just medium. Soulguide Lantern. Vexian Babel is good against Grief, but nothing else. Not even good against Reanimate. It's not good against most of the cards my opponent has. So Pyroblast goes. Flusterstorm goes. Force of Negation probably goes. I like Rebuild. Membrane Trap goes. Redstone stays. Mana Drain stays. Chain of Vapor. Mental Misstep. They play Grixis, Dark Ritual. Sometimes Fatal Push. So Rebuild. Brotherhood Sands. I would like to have a second Brotherhood Sand in my sideboard. I wanted to play Consigns, so... Beacon Time and Priest is not good enough. Really good against Reanimate. Taxian Probe. They play a lot of Bowmasters. Dog Up, Brotherhoods. I'm gonna remove one Foss. Mana Drain is still good. Lurrus is a very huge gamer in this matchup. I'm gonna keep this on having Lorien and Swords. Would love to draw TimeBolt, but whatever. Wasteland Go. Interesting. So they probably have the Eidolon card. Urborg. Okay. Now my Volcanic cast Lurrus. Tundra gets played. Maybe they have another Wasteland. Vexian Bubble. I'm gonna force that with, I guess, Gifts. This is the card I'm more afraid at right now. Bogart Box. So no more Wastelands for now. Okay, that's a Mox. And I think I'm gonna walk through time. Try to hit another land drop. Okay, that's not like the best land drop, but still a land drop. Sol Ring, Ruby Storm, Stock Up. They could have Null Rods, so I'm not very happy about Stock Up. Maybe Merchant Scroll. I don't play this or the Single to Stupor land, which would be great in this spot. Sol Ring makes a lot of mana. Bring the Survey land instead of Single to Stupor, which could be an option. So Ruby doesn't do much. Stock Up gives me cards. I'm afraid of Null Rod. I'm gonna get Stock Up. Play Plains. Go. This is some kind of Hate Bear. Might be Null Rod. Doughty. Okay, I'm happy with Doughty. That's a card I can. Okay, Black Lotus. Black Lotus is a Magic the Gathering card. Another Doughty Void Walker. Sure. For 1 mana, nothing. I'm just gonna Swords the Void Walker. Probe. Probe. Cash Probe gets exiled. We have Reanimate and Reanimate. Yeah, that's not great against my Swords to Plowshares deck. So I guess it's Swords and Tundra. Tundra, Swords, Void Walker. Attack for 1, pass the turn. Now I could be Lurrus gamer, but probably just trainer stock up gamer. So double Reanimate. More stock ups. Ancestor Recall. Volcanic Island. I would like to get the Mox, but I prefer to cast Ancestral. So now they can Reanimate, but so I mean if they draw a creature that does something, but Toxis, yeah, sure, take whatever you want. Gonna drain Swords every spell you cast from now on. Trainer, over stock up. Oh, okay. They want to Reanimate my trainer. Yeah, that's a play, but they're just gonna get overwhelmed by my card drawing cards. So not great anyway. I think we win. Yeah. So Foxys and Reanimate in hand. Sevine, that's a nice card for the future. So Gives and Volk. I play my land and pass. So I have Mana Drain into Gifts. Then I have a False backup in worst case scenario. I'm gonna drain that. They don't have many 1 mana spells. And this is just a win. Even more if I draw a blue card. No fun here. Brain Freeze, Lotus, Breach, Chain of Vapor. So they give me Breach, yeah. This pile wins on its own thanks to the Vine. Okay, yeah. Like we assumed, we're not giving those cards, so I Breach and game over. Yeah, Sevine Reclamation. I love that card. Here for round 2 against AA258. Lurrus Gamer. I have a turn 1 stock up with false backup, which is always good to see. I keep this one. My opponent kept 7, so probably not on dredge, but maybe on dredge. No Lurrus. Maybe mono black again. You never know. Oh, Ancestral Recall. I think here's of Ancestral. I will have to discard. While if I stock up, I don't. Opponent fetches in response. I'm gonna Ancestral here. The Pyroblast, I'm gonna let this resolve. I'm fine. Not gonna fight that fight. Okay, I have Academy here, so I call Gifts end of their turn, or I can Ancestral. Maybe I just Slam, Vamp. I could Brain Freeze them. So they have 4 cards. So I'm gonna Ancestral myself and their upkeep. Mental Misstep. I'm gonna Brain Freeze them. So I traded my Vampiric Tutor for their Ancestral. I guess I target them with the original and me with the others. That makes Underworld Breach a better card. Okay, Ancestral Recall goes to the grave. So they don't have much gas going on. Mana Vault, so yeah, they're on Esper Tinker or something like that. Third land. That's a Narset. I'm gonna force that Tesseract. They're low on resources. They might have a force. They already have Mid-Step and Pyroblast, so might not be. So here I'm slamming gifts. Black Lotus, Force of Will, Mana Drain, and Force of Negation. So if they give me Force and Force, I have a Force. If they give me Lotus and Drain, they give me Force and Lotus, I will have Lurrus. Okay, that's gonna be it. I like having Force of Negation in this deck. Could be Lotus Force, for example. Yeah. Exactly, Lotus Force. Worst case, next turn I am a Lurrus Gamer. Tails, won the flip, Merchant Scroll. So here I could try to win gifts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 8 mana. That means I can probably just happy with Lurrus, Black Lurrus, Black Lotus. So I have 5 of Force I can give at the end of turn. My opponent has 3 cards. Okay, they are fetching, Thundering Force. So this is pure Grixis. So they put Polar Citadel into the graveyard. Not the card you want to draw this time. Uster Saga, not a card that gonna win the game right now. What is this? Merchant Scroll. Could be Flusterstorm. Maybe I should not respond. If they have Flusterstorm, let's see what they get. Dig Through Time, sure. So they have a dig, another Force. So Crack for blue, recast with colorless mana, cast Merchant Scroll for Flusterstorm. 1, 2. This is gonna be Flusterstorm. So gonna gifts. They force. Okay, that means that if I force, they are dead on the spot to my Sevine. So this is Underworld Breach, Sevine, some Moxes, so Mox Pearl and Mox Ruby. I have Brain Freeze in my graveyard, yeah. So I don't care what pile you make, you're always dead. So Brain Freeze being the grave. Sevine Breach, Sevine Tundra. Yeah, I remembered my card had flashback. Okay, Fair Tinker, so Pyroblast and Red Elemental Blast come in. I can cut Rebuild, probably Chain of Vapor. Maybe Rebuild is better than kind of cards. I don't know. Sultai Lantern can be good. I guess this is it. I have to... I don't have any card that forces through a Tormod Script or a Lantern. I could cut Island. Yeah, they don't have Lurrus. So the weakest cards are probably Dress Down and Solgai. Dress Down is a good answer to Saga. And Solgai Lantern is a good answer to Yawgmoth Will, which they tend to play. So also this loops with Lurrus. Dress Down also loops with Lurrus. So I guess this is it. Not sure. Lurrus Gamer, Awesome Negation Rebuilds. This also answers Vexing Babel, which is a troublesome card. Ponder, Mox, Cast Babel. I really dislike this card a lot. Sure. There's a spot where even if my opponent plays a lot of Moxen, I could Rebuild and then Vexing, which seems like a very cool play to make in some scenarios. They missed on their land. Gonna play Trainer here. Gives, Time Walk. You have a lot of counters, but I still getting gifts here. Time Walk resolves. I will probably not use a spell piece on that. So I mean a Flusterstorm or a Pyroblast in this spot, but I would spell piece it every day of my life. It's just trades and gives me a lot of mana. Maybe I should also Pyroblast just untapping. But the crazy amount of mana I have is nice. Manifold Key, yes. Opponents did stack on lands. They have to have 2 forces. Mox goes. Attack for 1. Oh, they drew a land this turn? That's weird. 1 spell, 2 spells, 1 spell. Force of Negation. Hull Breacher. I'm gonna Gifts here. They don't have another Force of Negation. 1, 2. Yeah, they have another Force, and yeah. I got TimeBolt. That's sad. They have Hull Breacher in the deck. Something to be aware. Huh. This was sad. I think I'm still fine. Okay, I have a fast mana drain. Plus some spells. I'd like to have another Force, but what? So I need to mana drain something. Ponder. I messed up. I should have messed up that. Saga. I have Rebuild to deal with Saga. Ooh, Mana Crypt. Mana Crypt is nice. I stock up here. They force. I'm probably forcing back. The Pyro. I have Force. They could have a whole Breacher, which I don't care about. No land. That's sad. I get this Force Mimbric Trap. Force Mimbric Trap. Force Time Walk. I'm gonna get Force Time Walk. There's a world where they play a land and get Vexing Babel, or that's a Tinker. Yeah, okay, that's good for me. Tinker with, I guess, Time Walk. I'm in a fine shape. They Pyro, I'm mental, and I have another Force, so they need to have a third Force. Going all in on Tinker when I'm missing land drops is not that great. Hope they don't have another Force. So, opponent is on Saga and nothing else. Lantern. Yeah, sure. There's a chance I am a Lurrus gamer. Okay, so now I'm starting to cast gifts just for value. So they don't have blue mocks, they could have red mocks. I would have gotten Mindbreak Trap. I would have done the same, but with 1 less card, so I will be holding probably Mana Drain. DT is... This is a Tolarian Academy. Okay, this Academy probably just get 4 cards that draws. Not Academy. Gifts target them. So this is Merchant Scroll, Stock Up, Trainer, and Mana, and Ursa Saga. 3. Saga is very strong in this spot. Trainer and Saga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Guess this was Offspring. Blaster Storm. And Blue Mox Lotus, Rebuild, Stock Up. So probably Stock Up. There's a world where my opponent has Yawgmoth Will. Okay, no Yawgmoth. Top. Okay, top is not the card. Guess they search for Yawgmoth Will. They already used Lotus, so they cannot just top deck. Quite sure that they didn't search for top because top is a low impact card. They might have searched for Ancestral, but they didn't have the mana. So maybe they were hoping to draw out of that. I think I win the game. Okay, now I win this game for sure. Attack for 2. No Lurrus gamer now. Ancestral, Mana Drain. No need to get aggressive. They're spinning again. They already spinned. Scalding Tarn. Draw a card. Sure. I'm gonna put a Construct. I don't care if the Ancestral there. The Ancestral just forcing. Construct. I lose some life. Put another Construct. I could get Black Lotus. 2 cards. 3 counters. I guess I'm gonna get Black Lotus. And play Vexing Babel. They look in response. Sure. Okay. Opponent concedes. Yeah, that was a nice game. On my Metaframe profile, you will find all my competitive Magic the Gathering content. You will get deck and sideboard guides, articles with ideas and analysis, and even the decks I will be playing in my next big tournament. I offer one-to-one coaching sessions to help take your game to the next level. Following is completely free, so hit the subscribe button and keep up with everything I post on metafy.gg. So we're here for round 3 against Pember, which was Lurrus. I have a strong hand against a non-Lurrus opponent. I keep this. Saga. I'm gonna pitch Flusterstorm. Okay, maybe this deals with their Saga. They had another Mox, so okay. Gonna cast Vexing Babel. I should have started Mox into Sol Ring. I would have not countered that Sol Ring, so okay. TimeBolt. Okay, so I'm dead next turn. Nice. But this seems like Raker Shops. Okay, I'm gonna play a bit more to see what deck they're playing. They didn't put up a Construct, so key. Yeah. You have to kill me, opponent. Separative Springs. Okay, now I know they are on G-Will, PO. Okay, yeah, here just waiting. Okay, yeah, they're gonna kill me with the Karn. It was a fast one. Consigns come in, Pyroblast comes in, Flusterstorm. Zimbabwe goes, Flusterstorm goes, Lantern goes. Dressdown is still nice. Brightwood Tent is cool. Pithy Needle names Ring. Rebuild doesn't do much. Chain of Vapor bounces Karn. So Lurrus. We have a medium hand for game 2. Would love to have another card. I'm gonna keep this and probably merchant for Foss. I'm not sure on the outcome of this game. Also will go. Workshop, Mana Vault, yes. Mana Resolves, Tesserets, yes. Sadly, I will have to counter that. This untaps Mana Vault, which is already strong. Soul Ring, 3 mana. They have another Tesseret. Right now, no Tesserets for them. Does the flip. Time Walk. It's just a medium redraw. Lorien. It's a very good draw here. Brain Freeze. I'm gonna play Lotus Petal. And next turn I have a kill. But I will need to first not use my Lotus Petal or draw red mana. One ring. Okay, the one ring makes that we cannot win currently. But we can still put us in a positive position. So here I'm gonna play Breach. I could force this, and me drawing red mana makes this easier. If they have a red card, another force. So this is mill myself. I concede. Yes. Here we didn't have lethal because of the one ring protection, but I was mill like a huge amount of my deck and put up a number of time walks to end up with a hand full of counters, Pithy Needle on the one ring, draw a bunch of cards, and get a big Saga token to just finish the game in one go. So I still think I keep like this is. Game 3, Lurrus Gamer. No red mana, but double consign and Foss. If we don't get something broken on turn 1, we're in a very nice spot. Plague Lotus. Okay, this is brokenness. So Grim Monolith, one ring. So I have to force this. They have one card remaining. Hope it's not Force of Negation. Chandra, Mox Ruby. Mox Ruby is very strong here because it lets me have Pyroblast up for some POs. Okay, no spells were cast. Okay, I'm not casting the Blue Mox yet because maybe I want to cast Brotherhood Scent, so they have 2 cards. Like no payoff. They have a PO on my turn. Thundertrap Trainer. I'm gonna cast Thundertrap Trainer. Only spell is this. So they have 2 cards. They could have untapped the Grim Monolith for 2 life, which I guess would have been a good Phyrexian Metamorph. That's copying my trainer. We'll counter this. Force of Negation, sure. They use the Force of Negation on this, which is fine. They lost a good card. So they get Trainer. They have 2 mana, 3 mana because this still is an artifact, even if it's a copy. Mox. Yeah, you got a Mox. I hope this is not a PO. Okay, disaster. Literally the worst that could happen. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that. And that's a ring. Metamorph again, yeah. I get a trainer, sure. I'm very high on drawing red mana. 2 mana, Monolith, yes. Sultai key, another Monolith. Whoa, Consign to Memory, it's gonna be huge. Red mana, please. Brain Freeze, that's not red mana. Okay, so I'm gonna pass. Hope to dodge some big spell. Tesseret. Yeah, that's a medium big spell. Not great, but less strong card. What can they search for? Voltaiki, Gravedigger's Cage. Okay, one more card that dies to my business. This gets a second counter rate for me. Gifts Ungiven, target you. So, Flooded Strand, Time Walk, Mana Drain, and Stock Up. I guess Ancestral Recall is a better bait. Like, they're probably giving me Blooded Strand and Time Walk. They give me Ancestral, I'm fine. If they give me Time Walk plus Mana Drain, I am also fine. Okay, this is a weird pile, but I think this works. I want it to work. Okay, sure. Volk, not this way, this way. Destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. So, this is a big damage in their game. They draw with Spexing Bubble, and I have Mana Drain up. So, yeah, victory! Yeah, Brotherhood Scent. We are here for round 4 against VLS. No Lurrus gamers, so we haven't played any Lurrus mirrors today. Oh, they are Lurrus gamers. So yeah, I have Lorien with another Lorien for Foss. Breach, which is now dead. So turn 2, opponent draws a card. 8 cards in hand, I can sort 4. Black Lotus. Black Lotus is a powerful magic card. Bayou. Bayou is not that of a powerful magic card. Collector, oof. I'm gonna force that, oof. I got a Flusterstorm. Okay, here I'm gonna pay for spell PS. I don't have blue mana, so they cannot daze me. So I pay this resource, rebuild. I guess I'm gonna hold up Pyroblast and cycle rebuild at the end of turn. We have a land. Cycle rebuild. I want to ancestral. They are open to do it. Gitaxian Probe. Academy. I could have Bowmaster here. So I'm not gonna cash in Gitaxian Probe now. They didn't float black earlier for the Lotus. It would have been a good play to play Lotus into Bowmaster, but they didn't do so. So maybe they wanted the oof to resolve for sure with Pierce. They're fetching now. Oh, that's a dig through time. Easy Pyro. They need Force of Negation. Oh, Mental Misstep. Okay, that's bad. Now I'm playing Taxian Probe. They have Force, Keshla, Lurrus. This gets Tundra and stock up. 1 to Force. It's 2 for 1. Yeah, Force with Force. Force with Force. That's weird. That's right. And Kishla. A land leaves your graveyard. Okay. They drew a land. No information for me. Ancestral Recall will be a great draw. Time Walk. Time Walk is at least a redraw. So I could cast Breach, but I guess Time Walk is as good as Breach. Mox Ruby. Mox Ruby is also great. So I want to cast 3 spells. That means I have to exile 9 cards from my grave. So I have 8 cards in my graveyard currently. So I will want to Gitaxian Probe and Time Walk and Pyroblast. Okay, yeah, let's see. I'm gonna cast Breach here. Take 2, exile this, and this. See if I draw a good card. Mana Drain. Mana Drain is not a great card. Okay, then I could cast Time Walk or Pyroblast. I could have casted Lotus Petal into Lorien, which was also not terrible. I can cast Time Walk, selling this 3. I guess if I cast Pyroblast on Skimmer and they have nothing, yeah, I'm gonna cast Pyroblast on Skimmer, exile and Time Walk, Probe, and Lorien. Keep Petal there. And then I'm holding Mana Drain. So they have some clock, but I hope Lurrus gets there. And I also have... Okay, they're gonna waste my Academy, which I think is not the best play here because of Lurrus being a play from my side. So they're gonna eat Pyroblast at the end of turn. Bulk, go. So now I'm going to Mana Drain Lurrus and... They eat my Tolarian. Okay, sure. I don't understand that. Would have got some land from there. Frog. That's a terrible draw for my part. So, yeah, sure. Still a land lets me get my Lurrus. I should have gotten Lurrus last turn. That was a huge mistake. I forgot about Lurrus. Maybe this cost me the game. They eat my Pyroblast. I had to dodge one good card. I should have gotten Lurrus and they would have played their Lurrus into my... Yeah, sure. Draw a card, go up to 3. Probably lost because of this. I'm gonna cast Mana Drain there if they... This game is running out of time. Soul Guide Lantern. Soul Guide gets played. I have another Force of Negation. So I eat Skimmer and I draw a card with this. Vexing Pavel. Okay, that's another redraw. Drawing all those cards that do nothing. Spell Piercing this. Snapcaster Mage on Mental Misstep. Okay. Yeah, I could have expected that, and usually they don't play Snapcaster Mage. But I should have casted Snapcaster Mage on the Lantern. Just denying me a draw and just being sure that they draw another card with Frog is great. So I still have Ancestral Recall and a lot of good spells in my deck. Okay, Tundra. Next to this Tundra, I get to play Lurrus. And they could have Foss. If they have Foss of Will, I'm probably dead, but whatever. What is this? Foss of Negation? Fatal Push in response. Yes, I guess. Frog. 2/4. Okay. I need to crack my Sultai Lantern, draw cards. Yeah, that frog ran away with the game. Force to Closures, Pyroblast, Brotherhood Scent. Pithy Needle is not bad. So Mindbreak Trap, Foss of Will, Soul Guide. Vexing Barber is also not great. Chain of Vapor does things. Dressdown does things. Rebuild is medium. And Fosses probably are not great. Gonna try this approach. Lurrus. If I need a mana drain, I'm gonna mull this hand. Not enough mana. I'm gonna keep this. Breath of Scent is not that bad. Gonna put it down. This could name Deathrite or Wasteland. Let's name Deathrite. I think that's the stronger card. Even more playing Skimmer. You can name Frog, but Frog is only good to name if you are playing a deck that has blockers for it. So, Mox yet. Yeah, Black Lotus. Opponent is good at opening with Black Lotus. Strip Mine, sure. What's this? Black Roof, yeah, sure. ET, sure. Ancestral, Red Elemental Blast. Ancestral's gonna resolve, probably. Okay, so I drew a land, a Flusterstorm at Trainers, so this is something. Search for a blue land. Yeah, that's probably the demonic was for. TimeBolt. Okay, that's just 2 damage and a redraw. Classic Explore. Ancestral is not great. Underground Sea, and they kill my Volk. I'll search for another Tundra. Trainer. Lorien. Lorien is a great find of. We have 6 cards currently, so this could be a. That's a frog. Not like terrible bad, but bad. This will be a great draw. Pyroblast. So Lorien. Volk. So I'm gonna pass. Maybe they have so many spell pierces. I'm not gonna kill it now. I don't want to get spell pierced and something else there. Go to 10. I cannot block. With double trainer, there is a chance to block. Another frog here. Okay, 3 cards remaining. They have no lands in hand currently. I'm gonna play Sol Ring so that if I draw Academy, that's okay. They found a fetch land, so that means this could be Lurrus time. They also found green to play a second Collector Oof. 3rd frog. Okay. Yeah. We are living in the frog world. We have 1 red float, 1 red elemental blast, and stock up. And Flooded Strand is a card. Chain of Vapor is also not bad. Dress Down is a bit weak with Saga going. Can chain. I'm probably just better off having more lands. I'll play my land drop this turn. They will have to give it flying. What's this? I did not spell pierce my stock up. Skimmer, sure. So weird. Oh, no, okay, with Frog this draws a card. Okay, yeah, sure. Forgot the exile cards with Frog. Gonna start blocking. I need to save life. Now they will be able to exile this again. Maybe I should have got Chain of Vapor. That's okay. So this is 6 damage, 7 damage. I'm gonna stock up first. Maybe I get Academy. Mana drains, so Pyroblast and Swords to Closures. So this is gonna be Words on Frog. Okay, they could have drawn another card here. I choose not to. Play a land. Go to 3. I could get Skimmer. What do they have? Moxen. They would have played Deathrite Shamans. Lurrus? Yeah, sure. Lurrus Breach. Oof. This is a card. Okay, I have Ancestral Recall in the grave. I have Flusterstorm backup. I don't know how much I will have to worry about this. Now, I could resolve. I could get Lotus, try to resolve Breach. Yeah, I think this is the spot. So I get Lotus, play Breach, Swords. Now they are open for mana, but I'm quite fine. Because I have Bowmaster, I can Sword Bowmaster again, so that's not a big issue. So Ancestral me with Saga, Trainer, Lorien. Yeah, they're going to Bowmaster. Yeah, that was sure. Could decay the breach. Okay, yeah. So now blastering my Ancestral. Same target. Maybe I should have stock up here. No. Okay, I Ancestraling myself again. Towards Pyroblast, Red Elemental Blast. Okay, yoo-hoo, this is quite good. With this, and this, I give, or I have 2 mana floating. 7, Chain of Vapor, Brain Freeze, Divine Reclamation, Academy. Okay, let me think. If I get Chain, if they give me Brain Freeze, here I can Ancestral again, here I can Flusterstorm again. So all of this wins on the spot. I don't even need Divine. I can just put into the pile another Brain Freeze. So if this goes to the graveyard, I can chain my Breach. Academy, that is 7. I have 8 minutes left. Yeah, I'm gonna run. I already played a land, right? I'm gonna put just TimeBolt there. Decide what you want. 8 spells were cast. Okay, so I played a land this turn. Plays Flooded Strand here. So this is 8 spells. I'm gonna Ancestral me again. Okay, Lotus Petal. Okay, sure. So everything resolves. Maybe Ancestral again. Probably not. Breach dies. This go. Maybe I should have Chain of Vapor my Breach for next turn. But I think I'm fine. Play a Mox. Delta, 3 cards. This is Lurrus. Yeah, Lurrus doesn't do much right now. So I should have Chain of Vapor probably. I will need to play faster next game. I get to win this. Frog, yeah, Frog is a card. Thundering Falls, Surveil. Mox goes to the grave. Oof, Academy. Academy is huge. Lurrus. So Lurrus comes down. Breach gets down. What are they doing? Decay my Lurrus. That's just lethal. Okay. Black Lotus is the first card I cast. I'm gonna chain my Breach. I think that saves time. Bones here. There's just 3 spells. You know, Vapor against Abrupt Decay. This here. This. Lotus resolves. Mox. Breach. I need to cast 12 spells. So 10, 11, 12. So here I'm casting Ancestral, targeting them, and in response, Brain Freeze, targeting them. And that's just the fastest way to win, I guess. Only have 1 card remaining, so my opponent trying to time me out, but so now game 3, they have 2 Abrupt Decays. They drew both. Wasteland, 1 days. 1 consign to memory, 2 spell pierces, 3 spell pierce, sure. Okay, yeah. I can Mind Break Trap up Decay. Maybe that's a plan. Recent. I did not see no rods. Maybe I lost this game due to time, but whatever. Okay, we have Swords and Mana Drain and a fast stock up, so okay, so we have Mana Drain and Swords. I'm Daze Proof. I will release a stop here. Mana Drain. Okay, sure. You got your Collector Roof. It cost you something, but fine. I'm gonna Swords that. A Mental Misstep. I have another Swords, which I don't care much. Or carry the hats. Strip mine. I'm gonna chain the Oof. It Daze. Sure. So, Swords the Oof. Black Lotus. I'm gonna float blue and white due to me being able to get another sword like that one. So here I guess I get Swords to Plowshares and Underworld Breach. Maybe I kind of win. Not yet, right? Still I like Breach. Last Storm could be for Ancestral. I'm short on time, so I will need to win this game fast. And I think the Breach is the best avenue to this. No spells. Lurrus Gamer. Here getting Lurrus for Lotus will be a great play. That will force them to decay or something like that. 3 minutes on the clock. 2 cards for my opponent. It fall. Edge. Prevail. Sure. No force of negation up. Cycle. Or Tundra. Lurrus comes in. Black Lotus gets played. I pass. 2 minutes 55 on the clock. So they don't have a decay. I have Chain of Vapor in the graveyard, so if they have decay for my Breach, I can deal with that. Decay, okay. So we need to dodge some forces. Or drop Pyroblast or Flusterstorm. Okay, so blue mana, stock up with Swords, Lorien. Pyroblast gifts. So 1, 2, Lotus, drop. Okay, they have one more card in hand. Here I have 5 mana. So I'm gonna give in response. Let's see what they have. Here I get Brain Freeze, Gitaxian Probe. I don't have a Foss, so Savine and I guess Academy. 1 minute 41 to win. Opponent is thinking. I already played a land, but this gives me a chance to win next turn quite hard. I have 1 card in hand. That can be whatever. Opponent, what are you doing? What are you thinking? So I'm gonna counter target spell if it's blue. Hope the last card is not a good one. Gitaxian Probe them. Treasure Cruise. So blue mana. Brain Freeze me with Gitaxian. This and this. So I'm gonna have 6 safe targets. Yeah, that should be enough to win. Cast Black Lotus, exiling this 3 cards. Play Mox, and this is 30 cards. This is blue. Brain Freeze them, paying, exiling whatever. F6 again. Click on same target. Yield to all. 43 seconds. Yeah. I just have to click on Brain Freeze a bunch, whatever. F6 again. Same target. No worries about anything. And we got there with half a minute's time. Okay. Whew. I remove the upkeep stop of my opponent. Would have probably only milled me once and then milled them twice. Okay. Half minute. Got there. Play for the trophy. That was an adventure. So round 5 against Vader, playing for the trophy. So no Lurrus yet from them. Maybe now? No Lurrus. We have a hand without blue mana. And I would love to have... Oh! Crap. Okay, I kept this hand. That's nonsense. Okay, just lost. I misclicked there. So... That's terrific. Okay, I need to draw blue mana. If I draw blue mana or Tolarian Academy, I'm fine. If my opponent goes crazy, Mox, yeah, Moxies, Mindbreak Trap, whatever comes after this. I think this tends to be a decent matchup. And then they play some kind of hate, like a troll, sure. We got to cast 2 spells. Land, please. That's not a land, but it's some decent magic card. I think this is gonna be Lurrus. Lurrus stock up, blue stock up, Fossil Will, Ancestral Recall, or no hand keep by top decking Lotus went a bit better. And I think can cast 1 spell, probably only, maybe 2. Dark Ritual. I'm gonna force that. This is probably making them not be able to cast any spells this turn. So Black Lotus, blue mana, Ancestral myself. Hope they don't have. Okay, sure. Not the biggest issue. This can be Saga Trainer. This Saga Trainer is fine. Still no blue mana, but whatever. Saga Trainer. Mox Ruby. Play Mox. Play Saga. Okay, if they have a blue card, they probably have a Grief in hand that they wanted to cast for 4 mana, but or maybe two drop creatures. But they now they need a Wasteland plus other cards. That mental misstep was pretty good. Reanimate Troll. Okay, Reanimate Troll. I'm gonna attack with Trainer. They could block. Then I'm getting Lotus back and go. They're not very able to attack. I have a Red Surveillant coming. Pro Mox. Okay, that's a Magic the Gathering card. They can imprint Grief. Yes, that was the card. Barrogoyf. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Make a token. Surveil. I think that's the second time I use. Okay, my opponent concedes. Because this is just not gonna hold. Okay, what did I sideboard earlier? I guess it was Swords to Plowshares. A bunch of them. Soulguide Lantern. Plains. Soulguide Lantern is a redraw, so it's fine. Broadthroat Sand and Cat Vexium Babble. Dress Down is fine. Rebuild is medium. Pithy Needle. Did I get Pithy Needle or Buster Stone? They have Thoxies, whatever. Fossil Will. I don't remember. I know I changed 1 card from the last round. Rebuild for Nurrut? Maybe? I'm gonna keep this and see what. So Lurrus gets chosen. Solgat was Lorien. This hand is weak, but you don't want to mulligan against a discard deck. Our opponent is playing a very fair deck, and this hand has mana. I'm gonna keep this, which is a hand I would have kept more than the last one, but yeah, sometimes you punt and Vexing Bubble. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna play Solgat Lantern into the void. They cannot reanimate things. Hard Crypt, yes. Demonic Tutor, yes. Cycle Troll, yeah. The Demonic Tutor for Troll, okay. They did a lot of things just to me crack the Lantern. I'm gonna Surveil here. I don't have swords in hand yet, so I want to play around Wasteland if possible. And yeah. So Strip Mine, sure. Play land, go. No spell. They called Grief. No spells. Okay. Keep making land drops against no pressure. That's always nice. Lorien. Not gonna cash in Lorien yet. Tundra. Okay, Source to Plus is a great draw. I'm on 6 cards, so I will not have to discard. So what are they waiting for? I have 7 cards and they are starting to discard. Opponent usually start casting something. Okay, this is gonna get mana drained. That's just 3 mana for me. Merchant Scroll. So we'll get Chain of Vapor there. Lurrus. Can Lurrus. 1, 2. This is Lurrus. This is Lurrus, and then I have Dress Down still up. Okay, so I'm gonna be a Lurrus gamer this turn. I don't know, I don't have that up. But wait. I'm gonna fetch Fist for another Volk. That's just very free and makes that my opponent has to commit. Get me. So okay, go. They crack Vexing Bubble, sure. I have double Foss. Oh, and they have not Fatal Push yet. Probably I'm very fine by Fossing with Dress Down. This could be a Grief. That's gonna be a Grief, which is going to resolve against my double Foss of Will. 6 cards remaining. Double Foss, strong cards, Dress Down, Brain Freeze, card draw. They take 1 Foss. Sure. Mox, yes. Another Grief. The One Ring. Okay. The One Ring gets countered with... They could have Lotus, some weird backup. But they're probably just... I think this game is over. It'll be very hard for them to win. Okay, even better. Through Ancestral Recall, which was probably be the card I was gonna fetch. So yeah, I'm gonna Ancestral myself. And here I have 6... I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. This is Merchant. Okay. If I Merchant for gifts and I cast Lotus and gifts, my opponent is probably just dead. So this is Breach, Sevine, Mox Pearl, Mox Sapphire. So I didn't use Lurrus yet, right? I can even just get a Fossil Will. I haven't used Lurrus. Draws a card, Ancestral Recall, so Ancestral Sevine. I don't even need Sevine. I put Breach in my hand. Yeah, I can get Lotus Petal, I guess. Boss. I think everything wins here. Gitaxian. No, I can't. That cannot be. It has to be mana. They give me 2 Moxes. I cast Breach from the graveyard. They give me Foss and Mox. Also will. So I'm gonna cast Breach with Lurrus. And then Lotus. Then I'm gonna Brain Freeze them. And we got a trophy! Huge trophy. Great. Trophy time! Yoo-hoo! And yeah. This league has been fun. Sevine Reclamation has been huge the whole league. So that's something I like. Cards I might change or not. Thundering Falls could be changed for Sink into Stupor. Maybe for a white Surveillant, but probably not. I'm gonna still test with Thundering Falls for a bit more. The card is always strong. Surveillants are very strong. I didn't miss having a second basic. Most of this deck plays one snow-colored basic, which I think is quite bad. Chain of Vapor did things. Dress Down did not a lot, but I think it's a good card to have. Thundertrap Trainer is a card I'm less happy about. It could be a fourth Gift Ungiven, a third Lorien Revealed, a second Underworld Breach. Those are the cards I'm considering on changing there. And then in the sideboard was fine. Containment Priest was a bit medium. I would like to have a second Brotherhood Sent because I think that card is great. But the big issue there is that if I cut Containment Priest for it, I'm one spot off of Dredge. I want to have at least 3 different named cards that are good against Dredge. I know Pithy Needle is one of those, but only if your opponent has not started gaming. So I think Containment Priest is a good one on that regard. But we'll see how I get a spot there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I could try to sneak into the main deck another Pyroblast and then from there start getting the second Brotherhood Sent in the sideboard. That's an option. I like to play 2 Consent to Memory. I think those are strong against the regular decks of artifacts like shops, every deck that runs shops. So yeah, I guess this is it. And after this league, I'm pretty sold on this deck for Eternal Weekend, so we're gonna test it a bit more. So like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.